after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the Sharks taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sooners will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Sharks offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Sharks send out the punt unit. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays. Everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of...
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those...
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
And now the offense will come field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On second down, looking again to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll line up for a second down play. Toss to the outside. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Muscling ahead on third and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He's looking for a man on second down. Moving away from pressure. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front, sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Sharks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball comes to rest right there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started. Second, we'll see if they continue that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Keep it on the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Lost, the defense is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Toss sweep right. Still on his feet at the 40, just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's piled up 76 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up in great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They feed him again. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They're trying to get to him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Sooners! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Sharks will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast. Take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Sharks will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work, looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive.
Looking to take a shot. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Sharks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Wants to throw on second down. Might be looking to run. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
From the gun, running back on the move. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Bullock. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Trying play action. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front. out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but...
Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it into the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Temple rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Discards a man. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Here's the give off the left side. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Escape. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Keeps the legs moving. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Get set.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.